There we go. All right, everyone. Welcome to the March 6th DTC opportunity call. We have so much going on here and so many things happening, but it's my honor to introduce you guys to our MSI of the week this week. She hails from the great Midwest, the North Midwest, and she probably has a lot of that white stuff on the ground up there in South Dakota. Welcome, Melissa. You have been here you've been one of my mentors.
6.5 years.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Well, the floor is yours, ma'am.
But I think I might come move in with you, if that's okay. We're getting blizzard after blizzard after blizzard. South Dakota is rough this winter. You're so lucky you moved from Minnesota down south, because I told my husband earlier today, I don't know, maybe Niall, maybe Stacy. He likes Texas though, so Stacy went out. So I think we might come move in with you, if that's okay.
Okay, there's probably room for one cow and a chicken with 3 chickens.
Cows are going to go to the sale barn then.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yes, welcome wine friends to our Monday night opportunity call. My name is Melissa from up here in South Dakota, where it is freezing cold and too much snow. It's a little bit, we had a major blizzard yesterday, and I woke up this morning, it looked like the tundra. It really did. Like, there was so many tall drifts, and we couldn't even get out of our yard. So we got dug out at 5:30 this afternoon finally. So no school, no work for anybody. Everybody was at home today. So that's just how the rest of the week's going to go. So, but tonight you guys are going to learn, about our amazing wine club and the different ways you can join us. So please feel free to grab a notebook and a pen, maybe your favorite glass of wine, to sit back and relax a little bit, and enjoy the call, you guys, because right now Mr. Rory Rickard's going to get on and take us through it and tell us all about the amazing benefits we have here.
Thanks so much, Melissa. And we've been building something pretty amazing, and it's getting better and better and better, and working towards a vision. You guys will hear me say, like, all roads lead to wine, and there's so much truth about that and how things are structured because of what wine represents. And when we say wine, we're talking about true wines, true fine wines that are made the right way, meaning no artificial additives, no artificial sulfites. They are wines that are made with natural occurring sulfites, because it's made the proper way, where it's aging and fermentating the right way, which means time, patience, and not speeding the process up like all the other wines in the store do. So let me tell you what we have is we have an incredible wine company. We hire amazing winemakers that are second and third generation, the best of the best, out of Napa and Sonoma Valleys. And they literally are making our wines. They are commissioned liquid artists, and they are making our varietals, and they are housed in an incredibly clean environment where they're loved on, right? And you guys, even down to the point where the temperature is the right temperature for Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, whatever the varietal are, they are conditioned to the right temperatures and love and care for years to come to create that amazing varietal of wine that we release out. And it's bottled in the same facility. And then it goes from our facility to our shipping warehouse, which is about a mile or so away. And then that's, in a temperature controlled, it's not as clean, they're already in bottles environment. And that's where they're picked and packed and shipped to your door. There is no middleman in between in the distribution, which allows us to keep the costs really low. And it's just about distributing it to your house. This is the direct to consumer model. There's no retail outlets. There's no point-to-point distribution. When you buy a bottle of wine at the store, you are paying shipping. You don't see it, but you are paying for distribution, and you're probably paying it for multiple points of distribution. It goes from like where the wine's made, and these are all conglomerate wines. If you buy them in the store, it's a conglomerate wine. What does that mean? Conglomerates buy up winemakers, and they buy up the name, And they don't make wine in the 2 and 3 year process anymore. They make it in like 2 weeks, 3 months process. And they speed it up. And the way they can make it taste right is by adding artificial flavorings, colors, and so forth, of which contain chemicals in there that make you more addicted to it. And these chemicals are not things that if you knew what they were, you would not want them in your body. I tell everybody, if you don't believe what I'm saying is true, just go Google arsenic in wine and go down that rabbit hole. Go look at it. You're going to see all the names of all the brands that you see in the store, and they've been guilty of adding things that are technically toxic and poisonous into the wines. Think about the stuff they're not caught with. But see, the thing is they want you to think it's wine. They want you to taste like wine, but they don't want you to wait 2 to 3 years. They don't want to put all that money and love and time into it. They want the dollars. So they want to make it as cheap as possible. I mean, and let's break it down. The bottles cost $1 or $2 a bottle. So if you're buying a bottle of wine for $7.99, what is that in that bottle? I can tell you what it's not. It's not fine fruit. It's not. All right. And we're able to make incredible wines that would retail for $100 to $120 a bottle. But because of our direct to consumer model, making it smart and going right from the manufacturer to your door, we can do it delivered to your door for less than $30 a bottle. And it's the stuff you want to have in your body. It's the stuff that gives you the benefits of wine. Resveratrol, I can't say it right, resveratrol, all those that are in red wines, we have the truth. It's truth in our wines. And that's, and it sounds great, but when people taste it, your body assimilates it. Now, when you drink a mass-produced wine with artificial sulfites, your body has to work extra hard to process those. Natural sulfites, our body breaks them down. It doesn't fatigue it at all. Artificial sulfites are going to dehydrate your body and cause extra resources to be necessary. And that's where headaches come from. That's where the wine dry out comes out. Proper wine doesn't do that unless you drink excessive amounts. And that's why true fine wine is what everybody, if you want the health benefits of wine, you need to drink true wine, not a wine type product. Now, we have a great opportunity because no matter how great your product is, you need to get the word out to people. You have to educate people on it. And so we had to build a program. And this company, we are owned by amazing people that love wine. And we're also professional marketers. And we understand that acquisition is something that's real and acquisition cost is real. And so we wanted to build this in an amazing partnership way where we get paid out. And I'm going to tell you, corporate, we don't take salaries. We get paid the same way you do. We get paid by building it with you guys in the field, and we're very hands-on, right? That's why we're always trying to be on these opportunity calls so that you're hearing right from the owners out, right from the people building. And I'm going to segue for a second. My wife and I, if you guys met Tanya, she loves wine. I know she's on here listening, but from our family to your family, this is a partnership. So not step aside from the company, our hat as family owners, because that's a business, right? Your family's a business. But from our family to your family, we're going to provide you with marketing. We're going to pay for your marketing and give you access to an amazing support team and staff to train you how to use that marketing to grow this business with us. All right. So the person that brought you here, thank them. Get going, and they'll get you plugged into the training and get you access to all the marketing. Okay. Now, we have been very successful, but we understand that when you're building something like this, it's all about marketing, getting the word out there, educating people about it. And this isn't one of those things you just tell people about it and they sign up. They don't know a lot about wine, so we have to educate them about wine. And that's why we do these calls and we repeat this information out there. But it's also why we pay you so much to make it worthwhile. We lose money when you're bringing ambassadors in. We lose money to make sure you get paid well. And it's our investment into you and the success, because when we get our wines into people's hands and they try it and they get going with it, you can't beat the value that we have. You can't get wines at our quality for our price anywhere. And you can't get our wines down the street. You can only get them through an ambassador here. Now, I'm gonna go to our compensation plan. I want you guys to know that there's some changes coming in the company. We've been adding other products and services to the direct-to-consumer ambassador program. Wine proved it out. Wine allowed us to create the technologies and stuff behind it. We sell a lot of other products and services. We lead with wine, but we're rolling out a home education program for K through 12 that's going to teach kids from their homes with teachers over Zoom. through Zoom meetings or in conferences. And that program's coming here soon. We're going to be launching it out there, and it's all in a similar compensation structure to what you're going to see here, but we're rolling out other things and helping that. You know, wine is the elixir of life. Education is necessary to have a better quality of life. And we're going to focus on products and take them direct to consumer. And we're doing that here, and the opportunity is big. So I'm going to show you the opportunity based on wine alone, and that's what this base is on, but no, there's a lot more coming into it. Now, direct to consumer, we also have a lot of other products and services that we market and sell. And these are things that we do in extra trainings. You know, we have a lot of great products that we get to the homes, all direct from manufacturer to their door. That's the marketplace we're in. This is an $800 billion industry today. It is projected, and the projections look very valid, to be breaking over $1 trillion in this decade alone. We're talking a major area, okay? Now, we get to do it in our marketplace here where it doesn't put all the money to corporate like an Amazon or Walmart.com does. We're spreading it to the community. And that's why our compensation plan is really rich. Now, we make it very attractive to get people in and get going. Your first 3 customers are worth a lot to you. They're worth $1,200 a year to you in the benefit of free wine alone. As an ambassador, we want you to get the wine for free. We want you to be drinking the wine and tasting the wine and being very excited about the new varietals coming out, so you're keeping the message going, to keep the conversation about wine going. So let me go to the compensation plan. I'm going to go through it. There's a lot of like avenues here, and I'm going to just walk you guys through this. We have a step process. Now, there's 2 types of wine drinkers that come in. Some that don't know much about wine, or they drink wine, but they're not very familiar with the connoisseur side of it. Okay, that's very common. And then we get the wine connoisseurs in. Wine connoisseurs, when they see what the value we have here, they sign up as a Grand Cru out the gate. Happens all the time. But everybody else gets a case of wine. They start at the estate, and then they go to reserve. They get another case of wine, and then they buy. And then after you've had 2 of our amazing cases of wine, you're going to be wondering, like, these wines are good. How much better is that Grand Cru, that next level wine? And that's when they upgrade to a Grand Cru for an additional $600, get 6 incredible bottles. And those our current Grand Cru is worth over $2,800. And it's amazing wines. We have a single wine in there that's worth over $750. And while those supplies are lasting, the new ones are coming in there. That's how it works. And we get to roll out new wines at that level all the time. Okay, now I'm going to bring this up and share my screen. And here's our comp plan. It's simply located here at it's a DTC ambassador compplan.com, and it'll pull this right up. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger here. Now, we have 3 ways to get started. One is just become a wine customer. I tell a lot of people, like, if you're like I was, right? You want to see how great the wine was. I just say get in, get a case, get going. But you just become a wine customer for $100. You're going to get 4 incredible bottles of wine each month, and you get to participate in our free wine. I'll talk about that in a second. Great way to start. And if you're looking at this and saying, hey, I can't quite do the membership yet, just become a customer and start getting used to it, and it locks you in a position. Okay. And once you get trying the wines, you'll see. I mean, it's an amazing thing. Wine makes probably the perfect gift. It's great for all sorts of things, celebrations. If there's an event with food, wine should be involved. Okay. We have 3 membership levels, and I'm going to tell you this: all the membership packs that we call them the wine starter kits, and our customer orders, we call it the Smart Ship, are all at our Grand Cru pricing. That's our lowest pricing in the membership. And that's our Grand Cru. Estates get 10% off. Our customers get member pricing. Estate members get 10% off additional cases. Reserve members get 15% off. And then Grand Crus get 20% off, which is the lowest price. When we bring people in to be ambassadors with us, we give them the lowest price, which is our Grand Cru pricing, because it's all about acquisition and letting them try the product. When you try the wines, you realize these wines are special and different, and especially if you compare them to anything in the store. We will blow those wines away. This is wines made the right way by literal liquid artist mastery. And we're going to continue that way. We did not build this to sell to a conglomerate. We built this to protect the integrity of wine for the rest of our legacy. Okay. And we did it in a way that'll keep this up forever. That's what we did. Now, I'm going to go over here and cover how we get paid. First is free wine, and that's for customers as well. And it counts for just customers, not for additional ambassadors you bring in. When you bring in 3 customers, that's the minimum we want you to do as an ambassador. Bring in at least 3 customers. Okay. But if you just bring in, and even customers refer other customers, if you refer 3, your wine is free. We want you to bring more in, but 3 is the main focus to get started, right? Get your wine for free. Get some exposure out there. But our free wine program has no catches to it. If you just bring in 1 customer and they accumulate 3 orders, you get credit for free wine. So if you have 1 customer and they order every month, every 3 months, you're getting credit for free wine. So it's literally, they're worth $400 a year to you in free wine. If you have 2 customers that are ordering every month, you're going to get free wine 2 out of 3 months. And if you have 3 that are ordering every month, you're going to get free wine credit every month. That's how it works. It's based on the cumulative. You don't have to have 3 in that month to get credit. You just have a cumulative of those orders. Now, the wine starter kits, these are available for ambassadors to get paid. So only ambassadors can bring in ambassadors. And when they come in, you get paid 50% of their starter kit. Now, there's 3 starter kits. If they buy the Grand Cru, you get $600. You get half. We give you 50%. So they get amazing wine. We give you 50% of it, and we literally lose money as a company. We lose money because it's called acquisition costs. Acquisition costs. We want to reward you so much for putting the time in to bring somebody in and teach them how we do things. We reward you very well for doing so. We're professional marketers. We build in the field. We get this. And if our product is great, which it is, people stick around, we'll make the money up in doing the servicing properly. We put a lot of money in the upfront so that we can make it worthwhile for us to do our jobs and explain it to people, get them these calls, and it makes it worthwhile to put the time in. You bring them in the right way, they stick. That's why we do that. And our wine starter kits, the Estate's 300, Reserve 600, Grand Cru's 1200, and whatever level they come in at, you get 50%. But when they upgrade, you get 50%. So every new ambassador you bring in is worth upwards of $600 to you. And if they come in at the Estate, you get 150. Whenever they upgrade and pay the difference, they pay the difference, get the difference, so do you. There's no gotchas, there's no catches. We just know how everything is. People are going to either graduate up or they're going to come right in at Grand Cru because they're like, oh my gosh, that's great value. I want to try all the wines out and get going. And it happens all the time. And then they upgrade. Now, Grand Crus get a lot more perks. They get put into our corporate marketing that's global. And if you're an active Grand Cru member, we know that you know our wines, you know our Grand Cru wines. So we're going to send the referrals that come in to active Grand Cru members that can represent all of our wines properly. That's how that works. So a lot of perks in the Grand Cru. And when we do our special events, Grand Cru members get special attention. Now, that's just based on commitment. The more you show up, the more we show up, and we reward it that way. Now, we have what's called our binary pay and our check match pay. And the way we build in teams. We build in teams. We have a left team and a right team. The person that is bringing you in, they're enrolling you in the team leg. That's the left or the right. Doesn't matter. Whatever they put you in, they're going to help you grow that side. In order to make this business work, you got to build the left side and the right side. You got to balance it out. And if one side is being built by the team, you're gonna work in that team, learn how to do this, and then you'll duplicate it as you build the other team. Now we have what's called Wine Wednesday. Wine Wednesday is awesome, right? We do special trainings on that day, but we also, the system runs at midnight on Wine Wednesday. It takes a calculation of all your volume on the left team, all your volume on the right team, and whatever leg, left team or whatever team of business has the lesser amount, you get paid upwards of 22% of that based on your rank in the following week. You get paid the following week. And that's the cycle. Now, the binary is awesome because anybody that you bring in and you help them build with their left and right team and they get binary pay, your personal ambassadors, you get a check match on them. So when they get binary pay, you're going to get upwards of 50% of that. It's a bonus on top of it. It's a match. It doesn't come from their pay. It's a match on top of it. We have some of our leaders that make more money on check match than they do their own binary because they're properly helping build their teams and success. And this is simple. The more customers you have, the more ambassadors you bring in, and the more ambassadors you teach to do the same, the more you're going to get paid. Okay. I'm going to go over this really quick. We're almost done here. We do a lot of training, and I'm gonna walk you guys through stuff. This is just an overview on how we get paid and the opportunity of this wine. Get in, get started, because we're gonna start giving you, a series of training to teach you how to treat this business the way you want it to be. This can be hobby income, part-time, full-time, or career life-changing income. We have people making 6 figures a year doing this. Okay, and wine's not going anywhere. It's a recession-proof business. We just got to get people in, grow the business, and then we're adding things around it, right? So we have ranks. It's 1 star all the way to executive ambassador, and these are the requirements, right? 1 personal to 10 personals minimum. Obviously, you're probably gonna bring in more to accomplish this, but the personal customers, we just want you to get your wine for free. The personal customers required is only 3. Get your wine for free. Now, obviously, you're gonna be adding more, but there's no requirement past 3 for the rank. Now, the volume required is the thing you got to watch. You have to balance out both sides. It's a 30-70 minimum, not 60-40, not 50-50. 30% is the minimum that needs to be there for your qualifying volume. You'll get credit for all the volume, but 30% of your rank requirement is from one leg, and then upwards of 70% on the other side. Okay? And then this is the percentage you get based on your rank, and then the check match starts 3-star at 30%, and then once you hit 6-star, it goes to 50%. All right. That's the comp plan. Get with the person that brought you here, get started, get going. Here's the thing. It's wine. It's a very attractive, relevant product, and we build a lot of things around it. Once you understand this and get started there, we give you access to all of our other direct-to-consumer models, products, and the systems we use to market them. And again, from our family to yours, Tanny and I fund your marketing and help you build big with us. Welcome to an amazing partnership. Thank the person that brought you here. Get started, and we'll see you on the rest of the trainings. We do trainings on Wednesdays and Saturdays. They'll give you the